Morning, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to Monday Morning Gospel Quarterback, the channel where we look at the gospel readings each week and try to make some connections in our lives. This week, we see Jesus entering Jerusalem. Jesus went up to Jerusalem. In the temple, he found people selling cattle, sheep, and doves, and a money changer seated at their table, making a whip of cords. He drove them out of the temple, both the sheep and the cattle. He also poured out the coins of the money changers and overturned their tables. He told those who were selling the doves, "Take these things out of here. Stop making my Father's house a marketplace. Stop making it a den of thieves." Jesus was pissed. He was angry. Oftentimes my students say to me, Mr. Hayes, isn't this when Jesus sinned? Isn't his anger bad? And then I would ask them, well, can anger be good? Can anger ever be justified? Not violence, of course, but can anger be justified? When I think about my life, anger works in two basic ways. And honesty, in one way, is it blinds. It sure shuts me down. I can't really see. I'm pissed off, I'm frustrated, I'm mad. But perhaps that's not really anger. Another way anger works in my life is it clarifies. It refines. It sort of peels away the veil or the layers. And it gets me to the truth. It usually has something to do with injustice or something that's not fair or something that's just simply wrong. That's the anger I see in the Gospels today. Anger that clarifies. That's the anger I saw this summer after George Floyd was killed. And the racial response of so many that were angry. Anger, as I learned from Father Brian Massingale, the Jesuit priest and professor at Fordham University. He shared this definition from Thomas Aquinas. Anger, Aquinas says, anger is the passion that moves the will to justice. The passion that moves the will to justice. Justified, righteous anger is anger that clarifies, that cuts through political correctness, calls out the system and the people that oppress. That's what Jesus was doing. And the fact that racial injustices still exist today is the fact that not enough people, especially white people, aren't angry enough. Jesus is said to never have gotten mad at a sinner. But he often got mad and challenged those who thought they were not sinners. Throughout the Gospels, these were the religious leaders, the scribes, Pharisees, Sadducees, those who put themselves above others, who judged harshly, who claimed that they were clean and without sin. It was this attitude that Jesus was trying to turn over or flip as he upended the money tables and drove out those who were turning his Father's house into a marketplace, or in Mark's gospel, a den of thieves or robbers. They stole. They were robbing access to God by creating a system of exclusion, in and out, honor and shame, clean or unclean. It was a tribal, harsh, ritualistic, and oppressive. It was an unjust system that did not open up God or heal. Whiteness, or white privilege, is much like religion or religious observations would have been at the time of Jesus. Religion touched every aspect of life 2,000 years ago, much like race. Consciously or unconsciously, race does this today. And anger, the passion that moves the will to justice of people this past summer, continues to call us to act, to engage our will and empower our decisions and actions towards justice. This anger challenges us to open our eyes to see what white privilege intrinsically and systematically entails, to begin to recognize the advantages afforded to white people and disadvantages imposed on people of color by no fault or actions of their own. And then we need to flip the tables, to drive out, to dismantle, and stop making my Father's house, the world of our Father that created it, into a den of thieves. So I hope you wrestle with this throughout the week. I hope you allow yourself to be uncomfortable, to let your anger build so clarity can come. And we can act from that clarity to flip those tables in our lives. Have a great week, everyone. Thanks for walking with me. Peace.